guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy and today is Vlogmas day number 6. Today's video we're going to be talking about dealing with holiday stress, just because I think it is one of those things that everybody that I talk to kind of talks about, but it's not really being talked about enough, I feel, online. So it's just more of a video to bring awareness and kind of talk about things that we can maybe do to make it better. While I'm talking about that, I'm going to be actually cutting this out. So tomorrow I do plan on baking cookies with my son, but today I do have to switch the elf around. You can see this little guy right here on top of my chimney. So I'm going to be cutting this out and then putting it on the elf so we can bake cookies and he can surprise my little man for tomorrow morning. Right, so first on our list is going to be prioritizing our self-care. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you're naturally just not going to feel in the mood to do anything. You're not going to be happy. You're most likely going to be feeling irritated because you're probably drained. So getting those hours of sleep is going to be really important. Okay. Also exercising and just getting those steps in to move your body around and make you feel a little bit better. The other one is going to be mindfulness. That can look different for every person. So mindfulness can be praying, doing yoga. Again, it just kind of looks different for every person. But the whole part about like self-care is, I always like to explain it that we look at our mind, body, and soul. So mind, again, your mental health, body, your physique, and your soul, whatever is going to make you feel better. So I say it's my heart. The second one on our list is going to be setting realistic expectations for ourselves. That can look very different for every person. I would say just try to not do too much. You know, again, with the holidays, I think we all kind of push ourselves very, very hard to do more than on our, you know, regular daily lives. And that can get very overwhelming. So just making sure that we accept that we can't do everything, I think will make you feel better. Categories that kind of go beneath that one is going to be just, you know, simplifying traditions. So I am doing the elf on the shelf for this year, as you can see right here. However, I'm not killing myself over it. I'm not going to, you know, do these extravagant little things. I mean, if I have the time, I'll do it, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I mean, it's just about having fun and, you know, making it memorable for our children, or, you know, in your case, even if you don't have children, whether it's for your family, your friends, whoever it is, it's all about making beautiful memories with them. So just make sure that you adopt and simplify those traditions to fit your, whatever your needs are. Don't try to make it look like someone else's, because you're unique in your own way and you gotta own that. I think this one is going to be kind of touchy for certain people. Managing your spending. I think with the holidays, it's sometimes easier said than done. I mean, I know whenever I go shopping sometimes, I tend to shop for myself more than I'm shopping for others. And that's what increases my spending, I want to say. So just, again, just maybe either going with the list or making sure that you kind of have in mind what it is that you're going to be buying, so that you don't kind of go out of your way to get more stuff that you don't need. So maybe shop online, leave it on your cart for a day or two and kind of think about it. But if you're like me, you'll probably be like, yeah, I need it anyways, and end up buying it anyways. But like I said, I mean, as long as you're conscientious about what you're doing, I think you should be okay. All right, the next strategy is going to be planning ahead. So for me, oh man, so for me, I have to write it down. If it's not written down on my agenda, it does not exist. So if it was not written in there and it's not listed on there, then I probably will not remember and I will not do it. So if you are having trouble planning ahead, I would suggest you get either a calendar, you make a list, you schedule your events on your phone, or just, you know, you ask for help, or ask your significant other, a friend, or someone to kind of remind you of what it is that you need to do. Or like, let's say you have an event coming up, you can tell like someone, or like a coworker or someone, like, hey, just remind me like 2 days before or something. But just make sure it's a reliable person, because then if they forget, it's not gonna be good for you either. The next one on my list is going to be communication. I think, you know, as long as you're communicating with your loved ones, I think it's a very stressful time. And as long as you keep open communication about what's happening, your boundaries, or whatever it is that you need to do to just, you know, keep actively communicating with your loved ones, friends, coworkers, whoever it is, I think, you know, will make your life easier. Because I think during this time, there are so many people who are managing stress in different ways, and we're all humans, so we all, you know, kind of just deal with it differently. So what's working for me may not work for the next person. However, we do need to find those things that do help us to manage that stress, so we can get along with others and just, you know, be okay and manage that stress. So communication is key, whether that is at work, whether that is with your spouse, whether that is with your friends, your family, whoever it is, just open communication. All right, so the next one on my list, I haven't even been really doing much, but the next one on my list is going to be practicing breathing techniques. So there are different ones, and I would suggest that you look them up online. Again, these are just things that I've been kind of learning as I go through my career, just people I know, friends, family. You do have kind of like the boxed breathing, where you just kind of like breathe in for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and then just repeat. You do it 4 times. There are different ways where you can just like squeeze and release. It's kind of the same concept. So you squeeze your hands very tightly, press, you know, count to like 10, and then just kind of release. Again, it just kind of depends on what works for you. I would suggest you look some up online that will kind of walk you through every single one of them. If you'd like more, I can maybe do another video kind of explaining each one. But like I said, there's like so many out there online that you can just kind of practice. So the reason why I categorized muscle relaxation apart from like self-care is because with self-care, I feel like I could like put a face mask on and that's more like self-care. But like with muscle relaxation, it's more, for me, that would look like going into the sauna. Like to me, that would be like my ultimate. But again, with the muscle relaxation, it's literally detoxifying me, and it's actually doing something to my muscles. Whereas the face mask, it's not that it's not opening up my pores, but it's a different type. So again, whether that is getting a massage or you know, using one of those massage thingies that are so common nowadays, again, just different ways. Also using your brain muscles to practice mindfulness exercises. So just trying to, you know, live in the present moment and stop kind of worrying constantly like, oh, tomorrow, oh, next week, oh, you know. I know it's easier said than done because, you know, I still have to do like a whole bunch of Christmas shopping. However, it will get done, and you just kind of have to, you know, go with it. And you just have to organize yourself and, you know, again, make a list or do whatever it is that works for you to kind of keep your nerves down. All right, lastly, so if you feel like the holidays are too much for you, I would encourage you to seek help, whether that is with a family member, a friend. If you feel like they're not listening, please speak to your doctor. Please go to the doctor and let them know, and they will refer you eventually maybe to a psychologist or, you know, a counselor or someone who can help you. There is nothing wrong with going and seeing a professional for help. Again, nobody's going to fix you. People will just provide you with those tools, and it's up to us to kind of, you know, work with what we're given and just practice it. Now, there are situations where obviously there's medical needs that you may need medication, and that's totally fine, and that's different, and that's totally to each person's discretion. But like I said, if you feel like you need help, please, please, please don't hesitate to seek help. You know, during these holidays, there is so much beauty in them, but sometimes I feel like we may lose sight of what we're actually celebrating. I think that my perspective has changed a lot, and I think it's changed in the way that I am very grateful. I practice gratitude a lot, and I think that's helped me because it makes me live in the present. And what I mean by like practicing gratitude, I just mean like I'm thankful for like the cup of tea that I drink. I'm happy whenever I take that first sip of my Starbucks coffee. I am so happy. And I know it's something, it probably sounds silly to you, but again, just little things, just romanticizing your life, because, you know, we only get this life once, and we have to enjoy it as much as we, you know, can, because it's, you know, it's a privilege to have life. All right, so if you made it this far in my video, I want to say thank you so much for watching. And I did finish cutting these out. So let's go ahead and get this guy right here and get him dressed up. So today he was up here. Come here, buddy. Wait. All right, so this little guy here is going to be the guy who tells Santa whether my little man was good or not. And of course he is. Okay. Okay. Maybe let's try it under like this. There we go. Oh wow, this is so cute. Look at him. It worked out, right? All right, tomorrow when we bake cookies, we will be putting them here, but this fella will be right here. Clean. All right, and this is the final result. What do you guys think? All right. Alright guys, so if you made it through my video, I want to say thank you. If you would please consider subscribing, I would really appreciate it, and also giving me a like. Alright, I will see you next time. Bye.